Hello, Saggies. Thank you so much for watching today and coming to share some good energy with me. I hope you guys are all doing well. This video will be for the second 2 weeks of April. So, your energies could be beginning or ending there if you're vibing with me. So, this is going to be general love, whatever comes out. And we're going to do singles and couples just all together. So it's whatever comes out, guys. For many of you who watch my videos or watch them all the way through, you know that the energy just runs together. So that's how we're going to read for this period. Okay. So we're starting with Prince of Swords energy for my Sagittarius this time. This is you doing research into some things or somebody doing research into you. Somebody looking into you or you looking into somebody or a subject. Many of you Sagittarius right now are delving into your spiritual side, your religious side, and connecting with those things or trying to connect with those things. Many of you are going through a period of contemplation and learning more about yourself um, from a higher aspect, why you do the things you do, learning more about your triggers and stuff. So I'm seeing you start off with kind of, although this is a minor arcana card, the energy of the card is more serious, like you're into whatever you're doing. It's important to you on a grander, greater scale. This could also be those of you Sagittarius watching, checking out a potential air sign person or a potential air sign person peeking in on you. So put that down. See what else we have here. Okay. Ooh, that one just wanted to fall out my hand. Okay. So we have the universe here. Again, serious changes happening. We have our Sagittarius creating or going through a tower moment during this time, making big changes in your life for the greater good. Again, many of you, this has to do with spirituality and or religion. Many of you guys are not necessarily questioning the religion you were born into, but learning more about other religions, how the universe ties into spirituality and things of that nature. So many of you guys are really on a soul searching mission during this time and really trying to create some new healthy beginnings and starts after doing some research and giving it some serious thought. This could also be um, uh, you ending and beginning cycles here. Okay, we see you showing your strength and your willpower during this time, coming up against opposition with your life choices and decisions and things of that nature during this time, Sagittarius. But again, your life is yours to live. People can have their opinion, but at the end of the day, it's your decision. Um, how you want to live your life. If you're not hurting yourself, you're not hurting anyone else. Keep pushing forward and keep aiming for your goals because it looks like you have decided to make significant changes in your life that you're headed towards. And you are going to keep fighting despite the obstacles. You don't really care about the obstacles at this point. You've proven to yourself over and over and over throughout the years just how strong you are as a person and what you can um, stand and withstand and what you can tolerate and what you can't and what your triggers are and such. So I see a lot of my Sagittarius, in particular female energies, really kicking butt and taking names and refusing to be held down or held back during this period, being very adamant, being very strong-willed and expressing your strong will and how adamant you are about what you want for in your life and the changes that you're going to make to take it forward and move your life forward. And I see a lot of you being mothers out there or potentially single mothers out there and pushing forward with your child through struggles at difficult times. But it looks like those things are coming to an end because you are the universe. It's called the Tower Moment. And that Nine of Wands is near completion. We already saw a completion. So we see an end coming to some turmoil. This is a little different from the Four of Swords in a traditional tarot deck. We see something, you being able to agree to disagree with someone on a situation, but it just kind of coming to an end. and it not being so dramatic moving forward. We see tensions calming down, frustrations calming down, and we see it easing to whatever frustrations you've been having during this time for my Sagittarius people out there. It's a good progression. It looks like you did some homework before you just jumped into something. So let's see what the fairy deck wants to add to this. You have one major arcana, and it kind of feels like self-induced. It feels like you have put some thought into some things. You've done some research. You've been looking into some things that are pretty heavy or important, and you decided to make some changes after the results that you found. And you're going to push forward knowing it's not going to be the easiest situation, but you're going to do it. And, the universe is going to smooth the situation out. You're going to smooth the situation out, and it's going to become more tolerable here in the near future. Obviously, I have already shuffled these, but give them a few more shuffles for my Saggies out there. So, I guess I should read this in a relationship sense as well for those of you who might be beginning or ending a situation here. I see my Sagittarius who are in relationships. Some of those relationships have come to an end after some ups and downs, after finding out some information. We see that relationship coming to an end, and you pushing forward with your child and moving forward and just kind of you're going to do what's best for your children or child moving forward, but just kind of picking up the pieces, even though it'll be tough without, let's say, two incomes or extra help around the house. For some of you guys, you weren't even getting extra help around the house. Not only was this person your spouse, this man, not physically helping with a child or children, they weren't helping with income, and they spent a lot of time, potentially playing fantasy games online, and you're just fed up and tired with that. You don't see them being a go-getter, so you decide you can do bad all by yourself. You don't need a third person to have to take care of. It's already tough enough to take care of you and your child or children, so you're not going to let this full-grown adult sit around and play video games all day and not help you around the house, not help you with the children, not bring income in, but always seems to have time to stay up all day and all night playing video games. And for those of you in that particular situation, that's pretty specific. But for those of you in that situation, I see it being pretty amicable, pretty peaceful going forward. This person doesn't seem to be wanting to give you any trouble with this breakup. They know, they haven't been doing the work. So, yeah, looks like some of you guys are going to be having a talk about potentially breaking up for those of you who this is relationship related to. And just moving on. You're going to be honest. Again, you're not afraid of the Nine of Wands. You've been there, done that. You've been through way more than that, and you're not afraid of what the future holds. You know you're a great person. I'm feeling a lot of female energy, so I think a lot of you who are watching right now are in your feminine energy. But I just see you starting anew and letting people know around you, this is what it is. This is why. This is why I'm making these significant changes in my life. This is why I'm looking into spirituality or religion or a new place to live, or just doing self-care and self-growth, doing what's best for you and your children moving forward, ending a relationship, changing jobs and things of that nature. We see the universe supporting you in this decision, that it's going to move forward and things are going to work out. So the universe is saying, stand in your truth, stand in your integrity, Sagittarius, because this is going to be a positive outcome for you. This is going to work out really well. The universe is supporting these changes. They're saying it's going to be, you'll have challenges. Everything isn't smooth sailing all the time, but you're strong. You know you are. So don't be put off by small challenges coming up in the next week or two. I see some of my Saggies potentially having a little technical difficulties, with your phone and maybe your computer. So don't let those things frustrate you too much. If you need to step away and walk away, get a breather, go ahead and do that, but just keep pushing forward. And that conversation could be with an air sign, or you could have air in your chart. This also could be involving, um, like we could see fire sign and air sign heavily in your reading. Okay, so we see the 7 of Autumn here. Take your steps. Don't worry. The universe is supporting you. Just keep pushing forward. You're going to see these efforts pay off in whatever it is personally for you. Obviously, all of you are on different timelines and having different experiences. Some of you, this is work related, home related, job related, relationship related. Just apply it how it applies to you, or, apply uh, what applies to you, and just use it as inspiration to move forward, you know. And if it does, certain portions don't apply to you, don't try to make it fit. The universe is just saying, take your time, be very deliberate in your steps, because this new change that you're making, Sagittarius, these things that you're doing, that business you started recently, or that business that you're going to start, or that promotion you're going for and you're working towards, and you're taking extra classes so you can get promoted and things like that. These things are going to be successful. Those of you thinking of moving into physically moving into new energy, or just doing the spiritual and soul work to move your body into new energy, these things are going to work and be successful and help you bring in abundance and prosperity. So the universe is just basically telling you to keep pushing forward, okay? Have have patience, take your time, be deliberate with your steps, continue to research as you move forward, and just walk with integrity, and you got it. Some of you, again, I've been talking heavily about spirituality and religion from the beginning of your reading. Some of you are kind of in a hangman position as you are going through a spiritual ascension and spiritual growth process, whether that's, again, beginning or ending personal, intimate relationships, new jobs, new homes, advancements within your career, spiritual life, or religious life, advancements within your community, and things of that nature. We see you taking time to really be deliberate about your next steps and what you're going to do. And the universe is suggesting that you do that. Take this time for your own growth, your own nurturing, and meditate if you can. And if you're not good at meditating, just give yourself 60 seconds here and there and try to clear your mind. And that'll help you be able to meditate. But yeah, Sagittarius, we see you going through a heavy growth period here. We see a lot of our Sagittarius really making significant heavy changes during this time. And not even necessarily heavy, just changes that are going to positively affect your life moving forward. We see a lot of you truly trying to grow and move on from what could have been a toxic or negative situation. We see a lot of you guys contemplating so you can move yourself out of a place of stagnancy, and really truly trying to figure out what is going to be the next step, what's going to get you to your goal, and kind of a smoother, easy progression. We see you, or the universe, being a catalyst for a new start for you here. And we see you potentially doing a lot of research, taking the time to really be deliberate with your steps. And that's all you can really ask for, is deliberate actions and deliberate intent. And so for those of you who might be leaving a relationship, some of you are leaving with a small child. I would say the child is 12 and under. Maybe multiple children, up to 4. Let's see what the psychic deck has to add. If there's anything you need to work on, or anything you need to know in the next couple of weeks of this energy beginning or ending for some of you, or just kind of in the middle of it for many of you. Let's see what you have to say for a Sagittarius. Okay, firm foundation. Again, you use this universe card. I'm really feeling like it's you, Sagittarius. You created this tower deliberately. You are consciously making changes. to better your life and better your circumstances for yourself, and for those of you who have children and other responsibilities for yourself and your responsibilities, your babies, your children, your animals, the things that you love. The universe is saying whatever you have done, it is going to be supported and it's going to be built on a firm foundation, period. Whatever you've done, whatever choice you've made, whatever conclusion you've come to on your own, it's going to work. So have confidence, have faith in yourself, and stand stronger in your convictions, because the universe is supporting you every step of the way. You have the upper hand. You are on the side of justice. You're on the integral side of the situation. Whatever petition or prayer you've said, it looks like the universe is assisting you in answering these prayers so you can have these changes. Wow. Wow. And then you get the light card. And it's almost like the universe says, keep reaching because you're almost there. You're almost there. Some of you have spiritual gifts and you realize that now. And for some of you, you have spiritual gifts and you realize that, and it doesn't align with the religion you were born into. And some of you guys are having some serious revelations about spirituality and religion, and really considering the fact that you were born into a religion, and at this point in your life, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you never really considered the fact that you never really thought about if that religion or spiritual belief aligns with you. But many of you are making changes that are going to be very, very positive for you, because remember, before the Crusades and Christianity, people believed in Egyptian, Greek, Celtic, Mayan gods and things of that nature. So there was spirituality before Christianity and other major religions we live within right now. And a lot of you are really contemplating these things and really taking that kind of into consideration. And we see this being positive in abundance for you, whatever these changes are you're making. And for those of you who might be starting something new, a new business, I see a lot of you starting home businesses. You're going to be making things like candles. Some of you guys are super creative. You do like, what is the, like pottery and like decoupage. Some of you make jewelry. I'm getting a lot of jewelry for some of you guys. Some of you guys make scents and oils and perfumes. These things are going to be relatively successful. So take your steps, start out small, and grow your business, because the universe is supporting that. Let's see what the Kipper wants to add to anything about any of these changes. Are you going to have anybody around to help? Anything like that. Let's see what the Kipper always has something interesting to tell us. A nice little caveat. Mature woman. So I'm reading a lot of this as your energy, or you growing into a point of maturity, a different level of spiritual growth, a different level of ascension. For those of you who are actually watching this video, this message isn't particularly for the cross watcher, I should say, unless you're a more mature female who is going through an ascension process or a major change, a new cycle right now. But yes, we see you being within your energy, having a little trepidation, a little concern. The universe is saying this is going to lead you to comfort and success. So you be good, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Unexpected income. I just said you're going to be good. The universe is going to have a return. You'll find a little money. Maybe you've overpaid something, or rebate, something you weren't expecting. But it looks like many of you Sagittarius are going to be able to make some extra income, or earn an extra few bucks, be offered a small job or a little contract job or something of that nature. Some of you, again, who have these small businesses, even if I didn't mention your specific retail sector, it looks like you guys are going to be having a nice little chunk of money coming in towards you during this 2-week period, where you've begun something that's about to bring some money in. So that's really nice. It's always nice to get a check, a refund, find some extra money. If you have extra time, pick up a little side job and just, have a little extra money to play with for your responsibilities and help you make this change, help you grow this business. I see a lot of you, and again, I'm sorry, it's female energy for the few guys I do have watch. You could just be in your feminine side of your energy right now as I'm reading, um, or going into these next couple of weeks. But again, it looks like whatever change you Sagittarius females are making in whatever aspect of your life is going to be profitable. It's going to be profitable pretty quickly, um, or abundant to you in some way pretty quickly. So let's pull out some romance angels cards. I don't really read these on camera. I use these for my privates mostly these days. Let's pull them out. So, the real relationship stuff we saw here was like a change, um, for many of you, or potentially, um, an air sign or someone with fire and air in their chart being related to you in some kind of a way, doing a little research on you or you them. But for many of you, we're seeing you who were in relationships. We see you leaving that relationship and just moving on to some abundance and prosperity and with the changes that you're making, physically, mentally, and spiritually. We just see this being a good period of your ascension, like you're successfully ending cycles. You're not just jumping ahead, moving forward. You're very deliberate with these actions, Sagittarius. You guys are not playing. You're very deliberate and you're in a good energy of manifestation. A lot of this, again, most of you Sagittarius, you created this catalyst yourself. So whatever major change you recently made or you're going to make during this period, it's going to create a firm foundation for you. A lot of you feel like you've been working on this for a long time, off and on for years, or just consistently for years, and you haven't seen the growth. The universe is saying all of that work created your firm foundation. You're going to see the light. You're going to see inspiration. A lot of you are going to be more intuitive and more psychic during this period, during your ascension. But at any rate, it's going to be successful because you've walked in your integrity. You've used your Ace of Winter. You speak your truth. You speak with honesty, Sagittarius, and it's going to pay off. You deliberately live your life with integrity, and it's going to pay off. So let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So those of you who are looking to go into a dating situation, let it flow. Don't push too much. If you're on a dating site, you don't need to be on 3. This is the universe saying, allow them to hand you what you desire and what you deserve, okay? So you don't need to do things and, cast or anything like that to try to bring love to yourself. Just be your natural, amazing self, and it's going to come. Okay, Sagittarius, and whenever I see the control issues card and the energy doesn't vibe with the reading, it always lets me know that you could have a controlling person around you. This could be the person that you're separating from or the person that's exiting your life during this time period, because you have support. Your angels, your guides, they're there supporting you during this period. And like I mentioned to many of you, a lot of you are taking a small child with you. I believe I said under the age of 12, you're leaving this guy. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't help you with a kid. He doesn't help you around the house. He doesn't bring income in. And a lot of you aren't even getting emotional and physical support and relations from this. So you're just done. And the universe is saying, let it be that way because they have many better things to come. Like I even see the look of shock on this child's face, almost a tinge of shock that they're leaving, but almost a tinge of fear of this man, and like a little shock that, kind of like, oh, we're finally getting out this bad situation. I'm not going to get yelled at or, whatever form of abuse it was. This kid is smart, and this kid knows, this masculine shouldn't be acting that way, or treating anyone that way if they love them. So, you're getting yourself, your kid, your animals out of a bad situation. And the universe is saying, just let it go. They have better for you. Soulmate coming. You have a soulmate coming. You got to let go of this other energy, this other situation, this other thing you've been contemplating. It's okay to let it go. Because, yes, these movements forward are going to bring in a soulmate for you. It's going to bring you in love for my Sagittarius. Real love. And for those of you who might not be looking for love, particularly in this situation, this is going to bring you in a great friend. Potentially a great business partner. Potentially a great new boss. Potentially a great new manager or landlord. Whatever it is, it's going to bring in someone, an energy that's meant to be more long term and not just a lesson in your life. So I think you Sagittarius are having like freaking incredible energy. You have made some changes. You are very deliberate with these changes. You have given this thought. You have weighed both sides. The universe has weighed both sides, and they have judged in your favor, Sagittarius. Your gods are your gods, your universe, your goddesses, whomever you believe, they've judged in your favor. And it looks like they've judged in your favor in a couple of aspects of your life. So this is going to really help you financially. This is really going to, these movements forward you've decided to make, it's really going to help you financially and emotionally, spiritually and mentally moving forward. So we're going to wrap up for our Sagittarius with Sacred River Yangtze. And please forgive my pronunciation. I am so sorry if I mispronounce any of these words incorrectly. It is never my intent to offend anyone. But most of you guys know that, and you come here and you're so generous and you give me your thumbs up. I appreciate you guys who leave messages and all those things. I mean, you really truly understand what tarot is about, and you're here about vibing high and, you know, spreading that joy. I'm one of those people, whenever I watch the few readers that I watch, I always give them a thumbs up because they've given me some of their energy, and I came there to spread good energy with them. So, you know, I just appreciate you guys. So thank you so much. Need any bookings? We need to delve any further into your personal story? Go ahead and go to my About section and get the details on how to book. You can find me on Patreon and other social media as well. And of course, I will have exclusive content on Patreon. So, just as a sacred river flows and changes course, you too are evolving in your divine path. Changes in the flow of energy within you and in the momentum of your unfolding life path are imminent. This is exciting, challenge and changing, and soon your life circumstances will reflect your inner evolution. And so, like I said, you guys created this tower moment of growth. I've been talking about this spiritual ascension for you guys from the beginning of your reading. My Sagittarius, you are changing things. You are separating yourself from certain dogmas. You're understanding that there's way more. There's a greater connection, and that you can manifest, and that these changes that you've already started to make have led to positive manifestations for you. So the universe is saying, yeah, you created a tower. You're going through a spiritual evolution, and you are about to kick butt. Okay? So congratulations, Sagittarius. Congratulations for those of you. And again, it's mostly feminine energy. Congratulations. If you're taking your power back, if you've separated yourself, your children, and your family from something negative. Because whatever you've moved forward towards, whatever educational pursuit, whatever new home, new area, whatever new position, whatever new relationship you're moving towards, this is positive. Your business is going to see signs of growth and success pretty rapidly. So continue to push forward. Yes, there'll be hard times. Yes, there'll be times where you're exhausted. But you have light to share. And the more light you share, the more you're going to get back from the universe. The more your prayers and petitions and your manifestations will be answered. And so I'm going to do some spiritual classes and those things, and Reiki and such will probably be exclusively to Patreon. So I'll teach you how to better connect with yourself and things like that for manifestation, and connect with your guides and clear out energy and open up channels so that you can move this energy if you need something like that. So thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. I really appreciate it. Way to kick butt. I mean, congratulations. I'm so happy. Like, I literally have chills. I'm so happy for you guys. This is going to be a fantastic time for you, Sagittarius. You've earned your blessings. Move forward confidently when you feel like you've done the research and you feel like you're ready. Congratulations. Amazing. I'll see you soon. I'm Bri. Make sure you leave your questions